extension of what I'm going to tell you. You men know by now just how tough it is out there at sea. It's getting tougher every day. We have to load with oil and get out of here quicker than we ever did before, so it'll be a short liberty. Make the most of it. But remember this. The racks of spies planted everywhere, especially down the waterfronts. Now watch out for bartenders, taxi drivers, waiters. You men who shipped with me last year, remember how close we came to being sunk because somebody blabbed too much. Now don't talk about the girl you met in the last port or the one you expect to meet in the next. Don't ever say goodbye to a name. And don't ever break a date because your leave is canceled. A dozen broken dates will tell the Germans we're sailing, so keep your mouth shut. That's all.
Captain Manson. SOS, Captain. The freighter Ruth McIntyre, Havana to Corpus Christi, torpedoed and sinking. Here's the position.
Pretty far off our course, Bart.
So what?
Might be a nasty trap, you know? Did you ever think of that?
Change course, 38 degrees.
38 degrees, sir.
Double the lookout.
Okay. Just my luck. This time tomorrow we might have been in Tampico.
I'm saving you money. You'd be losing your shirt in the crap game.
You might be right at that.
Lifeboat! 2 points off starboard bow.
Bring accommodation ladder on starboard side and bring them aboard. Stop engines. Got there. You better have a mother to go with that. We're not set up to handle the diaper department.
Yeah, Willis got one, sir. They're bringing her aboard right now.
Right this way.
My husband. Where is he?
Don't worry, Mrs. Kelly. He's here.
Oh, thank you.
Find room for him.
Captain, I'm Dr. Brown, ship's physician of the late McIntyre.
Yeah, pretty tough.
Yes, it was my first delivery in a lifeboat.
How about the father?
There he is. What's left of him.
How did it happen?
The torpedo struck without warning. There was fire. He was one of the last to leave, getting her off. Now, Captain, if you'll tell me where I can find medical supplies.
Oh, Watson.
Yes, sir.
Get Dr. Brown whatever he needs.
All right, sir.
Finding places for everybody?
Everything's pretty crowded, sir. The forecastle's packed and the sick bay's filled.
Well, put him in the officers' quarters. Use mine if you have to.
All right, sir. This way, Dr. Brown.
Thank you, Captain.
Bart. Yep. That does it. We just brought the last one up.
Well, haul up the accommodation ladder and sink the lifeboat. Resume course, full speed when you're ready.
Okay.
What are you doing here?
Captain, What are you up to, Valdez? You know you're not permitted in these quarters.
Captain, we have moved the survivors below now. I just see there's no one left in your cabin.
Well, there isn't.
Oh, beat it.
See, Captain.
I've got a hunch he's lying.
Why should he be lying? I told him to put him in my cabin.
He's looking for something.
Probably this.
Yeah, I don't trust that guy.
Meaning you don't trust anybody.
Oh, well, here's the kindness. I'm glad I took to the sea young. 9/10 of your life you're living in a world where a man is his own boss. Nobody to double-cross you except your own shipmates.
How about that black-eyed bimbo who made a chump out of you in that car?
Oh, that was on land. Anyway, it was worth it. What a trim craft she was. In all the ports I've been in, I've never seen lines like that. I can see her now. Hey, Bart, what have you got here? Canned heat?
What's the matter? It's a leg.
That's just what I thought. My pal, you must have got a priority number for this.
Now, look here, if you think I had to put in here on purpose, you've got the wrong idea.
Oh, no, I wouldn't take that, Captain, sir. Oh, no.
All right, back to the bridge. Go to sleep.
Are you sure you're all right?
Sure, I'm all right. I'm going to give her a chance to get her strength.
Oh, you think she'll need it, huh?
Go on.
Good morning. Are you the captain?
Yes?
Well, I'm sorry I took your bunk.
Well, that's all right. Mind if I shave?
No, of course not.
Thank you. How do you feel?
Never better now, but last night was terrible. Seemed like I was in the water for hours. I could really hear the angels singing, and I mean loud. Were there many lost?
8 passengers and 12 of the crew. You were lucky.
Don't I know it? Oh, I had to borrow your bathrobe.
Well, never looked that good on me.
I'm really very honored to have been given your cabin.
Well, haven't you ever been in captain's quarters before?
Not all night. Maybe that's what I've been saving myself for. A captain.
Hey, look, maybe you better get your clothes on.
Yes, but
That all you've got?
Well, I had to kick off my skirt to swim. This is hardly enough, is it?
Hey, Watson.
Yes, sir?
See if you can find a skirt or a pair of dungarees.
Yes, sir.
There. Pick yourself a jersey.
Just my size.
What's your name?
Kathy Hall. What's your name?
Bart Manson.
Have you always been a sailor?
Had my first taste of saltwater when I was 4. Fell off a pier at Coney Island. What's your business?
Well, my last stop was Havana. Before that, Paris and Lisbon. It's taken me 3 years to get out, and now it looks as though I'll have gray hair before I see the States again.
Yeah, Captain, I got this from one of the women.
Thanks. Here.
Thank you.
Showgirl, huh?
Do I look like your idea of a showgirl?
Well, from what I've seen, you've got the equipment for it.
Well, you guessed right. Only my career's fallen apart lately. I worked myself all the way down from a dancer to a cigarette girl in a Cuban nightclub.
What made you leave?
Political reasons.
Political reasons?
Mm-hmm. An ambassador pinched me, so instead of his cigar, I lit his beard. Could you do something with this button?
Stand around.
How are you at crocheting?
Well, who do you think sews my buttons on when I would see? Now, all you have to say is that I'll make someone a wonderful wife.
Oh, I think you would. Ouch.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Now, if you could direct me to the shoe department.
Say, now look here. I've got things to do. I have... Yeah, these will have to do for the time being.
Thank you, Captain. Would you?
Yesterday, I was the captain of a tanker. Today, I'm a lady's maid.
Well, now, isn't that cute? Does she give you Thursdays off?
Save the wisecracks. My first mate, Fred Adamson, Kathy Hall.
How do you do?
Good morning. Dr. Brown wants you below in my cabin.
You can have breakfast in the mess hall. Find her a place where she can bunk with the rest of the survivors.
You mean I'm dispossessed already? I must be slipping.
Oh, my dear, it isn't your fault. You can see it's out of his head.
Why not? You're well enough to live with the others. I'm sorry, this is my office and I've got a ship to run.
Just when I'm telling myself what a kind heart he has, I trip over an icicle.
Never mind. From now on, I'm going to look after you.
Well, you stand right there and do it then.
Anything wrong, Doctor?
She's none too good. And there's another shock for her. Her husband died this morning.
Well, couldn't you keep the news from her for a little while?
She keeps calling for him. She's bound to know sooner or later, and it's best to soften the jolt as much as possible. But I'm afraid of a reaction. I can't take the responsibility for what might happen.
Well, let me talk to her.
Jim. That you?
It's Captain Manson, Mrs. Kelly.
Oh.
The doc says you're getting along fine, Mrs. Kelly. Nice looking youngster you have there.
He is, isn't he? Captain, have you seen my husband? Why won't they let him come to me? He's all right, isn't he? They said he was saved.
Yes, he was saved. Now, everybody's talking about what a swell job he did last night. How he fought the fire, helped get people into the lifeboats. He saved a lot of lives. He's a real hero.
Jim's not afraid of anything. He's one of those fighting Irishmen.
Now, a woman can be proud of a man like that. Proud of him and his son. And I remember that fellow everybody was talking about right after we got into the war. Well, everybody's still talking about him. He took his bombing plane out on a mission. Nobody thought he'd get through, but he did. And he sank an enemy battleship. And then his plane caught fire. And he wanted to make sure that his pals were safe first. He wasn't thinking of himself. You know, he had a wife and son, too. And they loved him just as much as you do, Jim. The funny thing, his name was Kelly, too. Guess the Kellys have got what it takes.
Kelly.
just as brave as that other woman. And someday just as proud. Both of you.
Yes. I'll be all right now. If you can leave me for a little while.
Tough guy, huh?
All right, Dr. Brown. Your papers are in order. Please report your address to the immigration office. You may pass.
Thank you.
Next, please. Passport, please.
I haven't any.
What's that?
I lost it in the water.
Oh, unfortunate. Any other means of identification?
I'm afraid not.
Your name, senorita?
Catherine Hall.
Birthplace?
A circus train near Terre Haute, Indiana.
Then you claim American citizenship.
Yes.
When did you leave the country?
Well, I started to travel around the world about 1938. Show work. I went to Paris, London, Bucharest, Vienna, all over.
Where are your parents?
I have none. That's why I started around the world.
Your last residence?
Havana.
Occupation?
I'm a dancer.
Destination?
The first place I hit in the USA.
Purpose?
To get back home, to get a job.
Dancing?
Well, I'm not choosy. Anything will do. Naturally, I'd prefer to dance. But who knows, I might find someone and settle down, as the saying goes.
Have you any such person in mind?
I could have.
Do you know anybody in Tampico?
Not that I know of.
Well, couldn't anyone there identify?
I'm afraid not.
Well, what about your fellow passengers?
Well, those that I knew are missing.
Mm-hmm. Let's try the crew members then. Where is the steward?
Yes, sir.
Did you see this young lady on board the McIntyre?
No, sir.
Never waited on her?
No, sir.
It was the second-class steward who served me, and he's missing.
Well, let's see. What about able seaman Sarah, who helped man the second lifeboat?
Here I am, sir.
Do you know this young lady?
Yes, sir. I brought her up from the lifeboat.
I mean, did you see her on board the Ruth McIntyre?
No, sir. The first time I saw her was in the lifeboat. We were between the sinking ship and the submarine. She swam towards us, and we fished her out.
Now, look, I'm a dancer, not a magician. I just didn't pop up out of the ocean.
We couldn't know less about you if you did. I'm afraid I can't let you pass until the American consul has been notified and your passport story has been verified by him. That will probably take a little time. He will have to communicate with Washington.
What does that mean?
We will have to intern you. Possibly even send you back to Havana or Lisbon.
But you can't. Not when I'm this close to my home. You don't know what I went through to get out of France. How I scraped to get the boat fare from Lisbon. The places I had to work in. Now that I've gotten this far, you can't send me back.
There is nothing I can do, senorita. Unless you can find some responsible person to vouch for you.
But I told you I don't know anybody here.
Then I'm awfully sorry, but...
I'll vouch for her.
Hey, Bart. I hope you realize what this means, Captain. You'll be responsible for her. In effect, she'll be on probation to you.
Yes, I understand that, sir.
Very well. Have your ship's agent at my office to post the bond. You may pass, senorita.
Thank you. Captain.
Yeah?
Well, I wanted to thank you for everything.
Oh, forget it. You had it coming.
Why did you do it? You don't really know me.
What are your plans in Tampico?
Wait until they let me go home. Oh, don't worry about me. I'll get along all right. There are lots of cafes and men who like to watch a girl dance.
Oh.
Hello, babe. You better get started. You still got to talk to the custom inspectors.
Well, goodbye.
Yeah, wait a minute now. What's this goodbye routine? You know, you can't say goodbye to me.
Why not?
Well, you heard what the inspector said. I'm responsible for you. I have to know what you do, where you go, and who with.
Is that important?
Important and, necessary.
Thank you, Bart. You're very kind.
Oh, Bart. Oh, boy, you've certainly stuck your neck out.
It's all right. Has a lot of stretch.
You're nuts. Vouching for a strange dame like that. She'll never get a clause out of you now.
Well, how bad could clause like that be? Oh, Watson.
Hi, sir.
That lady, Miss Hall, she's with the customs officers. As soon as I dismiss the crew, you go with her. See that she puts up at the Hotel Rosarita.
Hi, sir.
Have everything charged to me.
Right, sir. You're wasting your money, Bart.
I put up a bond, didn't I? I have to protect my investment, don't I?
I'm telling you, she's the dame that plays for keeps. Girls that have nothing want everything.
You should know. The kind of girls you go sketching with.
I'll see you nuts.
I'd like you to meet the sweetest little thing this side of Dixie. This is Dolores... what's that last part, honey?
Garcia.
Dolores Garcia. Gosh, it sure is pretty. Oh, Miss Hall, Captain Manson.
How do you do?
Hello, Captain.
Best on Skipper to sail the 7 seas. Dolores is saying as how she'd like to dance with you, Skipper.
Oh, sure. Later.
Okay, come on, baby.
Don't forget.
See you some more.
My second mate. Nice kid, though.
Is he always wound up like that?
Oh, he'll unwind as soon as she spends all his dough.
Well, why does he let her do it?
What's the difference? He's having a good time, isn't he?
Is that all you sailors live for? Don't you have any philosophy?
Well, if you want to talk philosophy in a joint like this, I came here to have a good time, didn't you?
I've spent so much time in joints like this, it stopped being fun.
Well, then what are you doing out here with me?
Why, don't you remember, Captain? I'm making a play for you.
Hold it.
Hey, wait a minute.
You lady got us. Name and address, senor? Captain Bart Manson. Carry captain of the port. You can find me.
Muchas gracias. I will send you the photograph to you.
Thanks. Tell me, how are you in the amateur hooping department, huh?
All right, if it's not too amateur.
Well, don't expect anything fancy.
I can't have everything, can I?
Well, how is it?
It's a little square, but smooth. Your captain is interested in that lady, isn't he?
What do you care, Sugar Pie? You got me.
I like you to stay a little while.
Well, we never know when we're shoving off. Come on, baby, have a drink. Here's how.
Salud. How long are you going to be ashore?
Can't tell.
Don't you know when you're sailing?
Look, baby, there's a war on. I don't tell anybody when my ship sails.
Sorry, I should have known better.
Henry, why are you out with me?
I told you the truth. I've had my pick of the field. I've seen these same faces from Chicago to Cairo and back again. They think the same thoughts and hand out the same lines.
Senor. Finish your life. Say, maybe you got an idea there, Charlie. Now, look, what have you got that's special? This is our big night. We want to celebrate.
Well, see, I have just what you want.
Hey, wait a minute. See, that guy might have told me what it was, don't you think?
You probably like it as long as it is in water.
This, senor, is for the celebration. It is like nothing you have ever drank before.
Well, we'll take your word for it. Here's how.
What is that?
Tequila, senora. It's made from cactus.
Well, you forgot to take out the needles.
You'll get used to that, senor. It gladdens the heart. See? It clarifies the mind, too. It is good for both the digestion and the character.
Well, thanks for improving my character. Here. Yeah, boys. Come on.
Muchas gracias.
How about trying on one of these?
How's it look?
Oh, muy bonita.
Para usted este,
Yeah,
señor.
for me?
Sí, mire, muy bien.
Oh, try
Muy
it.
bonito está esto.
How's it look?
Oh, that's good.
That's just what we needed.
Oh, sí.
How much do I owe you?
15 pesos.
15 pesos. Yeah, keep the change.
Muchas gracias, señor.
All right.
Muchísimas gracias.
Oh, excuse us. Thank you.
Oh, it's a wedding party.
My congratulations. Very nice.
She's very pretty, isn't she?
Yeah, I bet that's the father.
How can you tell?
Well, he's too relieved to be anything else. Now he's rid of her.
Aren't you awful?
Ever been married?
Why, no.
Me neither.
I'm awfully sorry, senors. There's so much going on.
Would you like a drink or
Oh, what?
get married?
You're joking.
Am I?
What do you have, please?
Nothing. Come on.
Come again, please. Oh, let's go on la fiesta.
Oh.
Good morning, darling.
What gives you that idea? I'll put it back.
What?
My head. No, never mind. Leave it off. I think maybe it feels better that way.
Would you like an aspirin?
No, I never use them.
Now, look, Bart, sit up now. I found just what we wanted. It's on a bluff looking right out over the ocean.
I prefer cremation.
It's got a beautiful garden and a path that runs right down to the beach.
What has?
Our house.
I can drink. Once in Barcelona, I threw 5 cops in the water.
You won't be sorry, Bart. I'll make you glad we're married. You don't believe it, do you?
Sure. I get along all right with most everybody. Why not with a wife, hmm? Oh. You want to do me a favor?
Sure.
I'll have that aspirin now.
Dolores and I are shoving up. I'll see you around.
Oh, wait a minute, Fred. What's the hurry? I don't get married every day.
I don't want her to get ideas, too.
Oh, he's still sore at me for grabbing you off.
Grabbing me off? I like that. I got the best of this deal. I tell you what, it's just that this mug can't get used to the idea of me settling down.
Oh, well, don't you worry, Fred. I'm not the kind of a wife to break up an old friendship.
I wish you all the happiness, Mrs. Manson. But it's a big jump from a lifeboat to a captain's bridge.
Just what kind of a crack is that?
I'll skip it.
Oh, wait a minute. Say, something is eating you. Come on, what is it?
Do I have to draw you a blueprint?
Fred, please, come on.
You've been nasty about this right from the start, Fred.
I've been trying to save you, that's all. What's the use? You've done it and made a big chump of yourself.
Oh, Fred,
Now,
Bart,
just a minute.
please.
Just what kind of a chump am I?
The dame makes goo-goo eyes at you when she's washed up like bilge on your ship, so you marry her.
Come on, get out of here.
Sure, I'll get out.
Bart, please, go get him and bring him back. I'd never forgive myself if I thought I'd come between you.
I should have broken his neck. Sorry, folks. Go on, enjoy yourselves. Let's have a drink, Watson. Stick around here a minute.
Captain Manson,
Yeah?
this for you.
Thanks. What's up, Skipper? I've got to report to the office by midnight.
Oh, that means pick up sailing orders, eh, Captain?
You don't know anything about this, see?
Oh, yes, sir.
Get round up all of the crew. Find the first mate, wherever he may be.
Yes, sir.
He'll probably be in the back room of some dive, head over heels in some sucker game.
Oh, I'll find him all right, sir.
Tell him to cancel all liberties. Get going.
Yes, sir.
Good night.
Night.
Bye.
Night. Well, Mrs. Manson, there's nobody around you like better. I'll take you home.
Home. With a whole lifetime ahead of us. Listen to the ocean.
Tide's coming in.
I don't want to hear it.
Why not?
Someday soon it'll take you away from me. Come on, let's go inside. Bart. Bart! Bart, where are you? Bart! Kathy, dear, tomorrow morning when you read this, I'll be out on the Gulf. I didn't wake you to say goodbye because it's not goodbye. It's just so long till I see you again, and nothing will keep me from coming back. I've got something to come back to now. Always, Bart.
ready, mister. Stand by fore and aft.
Close it.
Pilot's on the bridge, sir.
Secure it. Open number 6.
Ah, Captain Manson, how are you?
Well, I haven't seen you in a couple of trips. How are you?
Halt! You cannot pass here.
I have to see my husband.
I cannot let you pass.
What goes on down there?
Who is that?
Captain Manson.
Bart, it's me, Kathy.
It's all right, amigo. Let her pass. She's my wife. Come aboard.
Very well, senor.
Bart!
What are you doing here?
I almost missed you. Bart, you're sailing. I don't know how long you'll be gone.
Well, you shouldn't have come, you know. You almost got yourself into trouble.
But I'm your wife.
Now, look, Kathy. Sailing is a secret. You better go home now, and don't let anyone else see you. You're still liable to end up in the Bastille.
We are running standby, Capitan. Pardon.
You better get off fast, baby.
When will you come back?
Well, if you don't talk soon, if you do, maybe never. You've never heard of the ship, see?
I'll be careful.
Ready for an aft, Capitan.
Right away.
I'll be waiting.
Okay, baby. Powder.
Hello. What are you doing here? I came to say goodbye to my husband. Oh? Then he told you when he was sailing. I thought that was against the rules. And who told you?
Here she must come. 8,000 tons of oil.
Where's the quartermaster, Mr. Adamson?
I sent him below deck.
You sent him below? For the love of Mike, what'd you do that for?
He wasn't feeling very good. I've got some regard for the men.
What the devil do you mean standing here alone like this in the fog? Why wasn't I called?
I thought this was my watch. Of course, if the captain doubts I can handle the job, you
Handle the job? You should have doubled the watch and notified me. You ought to know that, unless you've gone crazy. Say, what's the matter with you?
Not a thing. Except everything I do is wrong, in your estimation.
Oh, come off that. Save your grudges for ashore on board this sub. Sound general alarm. Man all stations. Stand by with the gunnery officer, I said. Hard left rudder.
Let me remind you, sir, we're slow. We can't outrun them now.
We might. Besides, we can't fight something we can't see. Hard left, I said.
The good captain thinks he'll slip away. Show him why not.
Fire! They're not kidding. Stop the ship, will you, before they blow us out of the water?
What's got into you? If I didn't know better, I think you were scared.
Well, I've got sense.
If they meant to sink us, that shot would have come closer than that, wouldn't it? It's our oil they want.
feet! Tear it to pieces! Hold on. You're crazy. You're tossing us all to the lions. And for what?
Man your station, mister. Those are orders.
Rig for diving. Stand by torpedo tubes.
Where's that steam? Look! They're submerging. This means a tin fish.
All men to battle stations.
All men to battle stations.
Torpedo room standby, all tubes ready.
Torpedo room standby. All tubes steady. Because of your mutiny, we've lost the chance to escape. Mister, I mean mutiny.
Torpedo off starboard beam. Kind of funny, Bart. You and me going out with a brawl.
It's the skipper.
Darling.
Surprised to see the old man still alive and kicking?
You said you'd come back, didn't you?
Yeah.
Where's Fred?
Went down.
Oh, come on, let's go home.
Yeah.
Tell me, Captain, exactly what time was the U-boat sighted?
0600.
What speed were you traveling?
Little over 3 knots.
Why? Your orders were 7.
Well, there was no visibility.
How soon did they fire the first shell?
Almost at once.
And the second?
Oh, I should say about 3 minutes later.
What did you do?
I continued on my course.
Did you have one? The questioning has brought out that orders were countermanded. There was confusion on the bridge.
No, sir, there was no confusion. In action, the situation changes every minute, and at the helm of a ship, I use my own judgment.
I see what you mean, Captain. But then, why didn't you fight? Why didn't you try to ram the sub?
Well, I figured that my best chance was to get away in the fog. Now, let's get together on this, sir. What are you trying to say?
Captain, your ship was betrayed.
Now, hold on. If you mean to tell me that one of my crew had...
Not necessarily. Although last year your ship was almost blown from under you, under circumstances more than coincidental. You trusted your crew then. You trust everybody, is it not so? Perhaps you are credulous, Captain.
All right, I'll buy it. Whom am I trusting too much this time?
You were married before your last sailing. A girl named Kathy Hall.
Well, what the devil has that got to do with this investigation?
We've checked up on her. She has no passport.
Well, certainly I know that. That's why I vouched for her.
Her ship sailed from Lisbon, senor. But the Portuguese consul here has verified she never obtained a visa. One doesn't sail from Lisbon without a visa.
Are you trying to tell me that she wasn't on the Ruth McIntyre? I picked up the survivors.
Captain, here is the passenger list. There was no Kathy Hall on the Ruth McIntyre.
She was on the lifeboat.
Those on the lifeboat fished her out of the sea. The ship's officers, those who survived, have absolutely no recollection of her.
Now, wait a minute. If she wasn't on the Ruth McIntyre, where did she come from?
The U-boat, perhaps. It's been done before. It wouldn't be too difficult for a good swimmer. We know, too, Captain, that the woman who calls herself Kathy Hall was on the dock the night the Calhoun sailed. I'm sorry, Captain. That will be all. There will be other sessions of the board at which we will require your presence.
Good day, sir.
Good day.
Gentlemen.
Correo para usted, señorita.
Thank you. Our first letter. For you, Captain. What is it?
Don't look over my shoulder.
I'm sorry, Bart, but what could be so important?
No, I'm sorry. I'm just a little jumpy, I guess. Our picture.
Oh, it's that silly thing the man took that night.
Yeah. Why were you afraid of the camera? Holding your hands up like that.
Why, he came up so suddenly, I guess I was startled.
Kathy, what kind of a fool do you think I am?
I don't know what you mean.
There are only two reasons why a woman will hide her face. One, that she's ugly. That doesn't include you.
And the other reason?
She has something to hide. She's afraid that she might be recognized by somebody. Probably the police.
Bart, what are you accusing me of?
Nothing. Except that you're a liar.
Bart.
Where was the room steward when we landed? Why didn't he vouch for you?
I suppose he went down with the ship.
Yeah? But your friend, the third officer, he didn't go down. He testified he never even heard of you.
I was only kidding about him, of course.
You weren't on the Ruth McIntyre. The passenger list had no Kathy Hall on it.
I was broke. I had to get back to the States. I stowed away.
And that's how you met the room steward. He was waiting on stowaways.
He found me and took pity on me.
You had no visa out of Lisbon. The Portuguese consul here cabled.
I didn't have time. The boat was sailing. Everything in Lisbon was a madhouse.
And why did you figure that you had to pull this love racket on me?
No racket, Bart. If you can't realize I'd stick by you through anything, then...
Oh, cut out these play-acting speeches. I can't hear them. All I can hear is the death rattle of a sinking ship. My ship. Men screaming, dying. Fred warned me about you. If I'd listened to him instead of socking him, you'd be alive right now.
I think you've lost your mind.
No. I just found it. He wanted to know when the ship sailed. That's why he came to see me off. Well, you're coming with me to Naval Headquarters. Come on, get your things.
Were you afraid I'd run?
Get on your horse, beat it.
But you...
Go now before I change my mind again. Don't ever come back, because if you do, I'll have to turn you in.
I'm sorry for you. You're such a fool you don't want to know the truth.
Hiya, mates. What's the matter? You got sore throats or something?
Well, Captain, the boy says it's how you lost your papers. That ain't true, is it, sir?
No, so that's it. Well, gentlemen, in me you behold a fool. And that's true. Master of my own ship for 17 years, and now beached, retired, by a school of jellyfish and gold braid who can't see beyond their own skinny noses. Hey, Tanglefoot. Now, a couple of shots of red lead.
Oh, Captain, you gotta get some sleep.
Sleep? My boy, I'm just waking up. Loyalty. Faithful service. What does it get you? Skipper without a ship. Man without a country.
Oh, look, Skipper, let's get out of here. Come on, pay him off now and...
Yeah, I'll pay him off. No man, woman, or the government can do this to me and get away with it. Grand old flag. Bah.
Skipper, I'd like a word with you alone.
Anything that's itching you can be said right here.
Okay. I hate to tell you this, but if you're going around thinking and talking like you're doing against even your own country, well, doggone it, sir, if it was anybody else but you, I'd bash you right in the nose.
Alec Watson, why don't you get smart?
Come on, you're not drinking.
Let's get out of here. Let's go to some regular joint where there ain't a bunch of poop-decked patriots. How much do I owe you?
The drinks have been paid for, Capitan. You still have friends, Captain Manson. It was a pleasure.
Well, thank you, pal. Next time the drinks are on me. Come on.
Profiles are an indication of character. They show anything, strength or weakness.
Hey, how about a little service?
Yes, sir.
2 tequilas.
Tequila, sir.
No, wait a minute. Make it rum, straight.
Yes, sir.
You, senor, have the profile of a Caesar. 50 centavos, please.
That's what he told me the first time I was here. Profile of a Caesar. Yeah, after his friends gave him the works. I had only one friend, Fred Adamson. Now he's dead.
Oh, come on, Captain. You still have your own life.
My life?
Uh-huh.
What's left of that you can have for 30 cents. Hey, where are those drinks?
That's the way, Captain. Be happy. Oiga, mozo. Listo, listo.
Listo.
Now, Captain, forget about all that stuff, shipwreck, and your dead friend, huh? Let's have fun.
Yeah? Well, maybe I don't want to forget about them. What do you think of that?
All right, Captain. All right.
Fred had the right idea. If I'd had any brains, I'd have turned over that oil to the U-boat like they wanted me to. Believe you me, next time I get into a tight spot like that, I'm going to play ball. If I'd done that this last time, I'd still have my ship. It would have pleased my wife better, too.
Your wife? Why?
I was scared. That's another thing Fred was right about.
Oh, come on. Don't let it get you mad. You're all right, Captain. I think you're a great man.
Great man, don't waste any more time on him, Senorita. His career is finished. His own people kick him out. He'll never again be able to sail his own ship. All he can do now is get drunk and make big talk.
Don't like you, Valdez. Never did like you. Now get out before I really smack you.
I get you.
Go on, get out.
Get you for this.
Your silhouette, Captain. A most interesting profile.
No, I gotta get out of here. Here, pay for the drinks.
Here, please.
Captain Manson. Mr. Kruger, Captain.
Good evening, Captain. Please sit down.
Thanks.
Care for a smoke?
Thank you.
You have been taking your luck hard, Captain. We don't blame you. Frankly, we are rather glad you feel as you do.
Yeah?
We believe you might be valuable to us.
In what way?
We want you to sell us information, to obtain it by any means, and quickly.
Well, maybe I wouldn't fit in. Maybe it's the kind of a job that I wouldn't like.
Captain, the untimely death of one of my subordinates has left me, shall we say, short-handed at an unfortunate time.
Oh, so that's why you're willing to take a chance on me.
We take no chance, Captain. We have committed ourselves, and so now have you. You will work with us.
Or else reach for a harp. Is that it?
Exactly. On the other hand, you will be paid handsomely.
Well, I just wanted to find out. What's the deal, Mr. Kruger?
Excellent. You start with an urgent job. At daybreak, a convoy of 20 tankers will leave Tampico. All shore leaves, of course, will be cancelled at midnight, which leaves you only 3 hours to work. We must know 2 facts. Type of cargo, whether crude oil or petrol and motor oil, which would signify an invasion rendezvous. Second, the average speed of the convoy, so we can compute the position of interception for our submarines.
Yeah, that's a pretty big order. Just what ships are sailing with that convoy?
The Narvik, 2 Dutch vessels, the San Pedro, the Norge, the Anna Kelly, the Zeeland.
Wait a minute. Did you say the Zeeland? I know the chief engineer on that scow. Now look, have you got some smart gal that I can work with? Some girl who can twist a man around a finger? You know, this engineer is a chump for dames. A couple of shots of tequila and a sweet-looking babe and...
Yeah, our group includes such a dame, as you say.
Yeah, but is she on the level with you? You sure you can trust her?
Naturally.
That's swell. Have her meet me in 20 minutes. Down at the bottom of Del Estado Street by the Arch. I'll introduce her to this guy, and he'll talk all over the place.
This had better work. Very well, Captain. She will meet you. Go out carefully and make sure you are not observed. Find the Fräulein. Have a meet it, Captain.
Here I am. Aren't you Captain Manson?
Yeah, that's right. You're from Krieger, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What's your name?
Carla.
Carla? Spell it with a K?
Yes, of course. Is anything wrong?
No. Now, look, you won't have to go down with me after all. You see this man, this chief engineer? Well, he's already aboard a ship. He won't come ashore again. I'll have to go down and see him myself. Or else get this information on my own. Well, see you later. Keep you waiting. I got here as fast as I could. Oh, I'm sorry, pal, but I had to make it look real.
The main thing is, did it work?
Yes, it did.
Senorita said you followed the silhouette man. Where did he take you, Captain?
Warehouse down at the wharf, at the end of the alley leading from the Rosarita. The head man is a fellow they call Kruger.
Light hair, about 5 feet 10, 11. Rather a thin, hard face.
That's right. There were a couple of other men, too. Oh, the fellow who paid for the drinks at the bar.
Yes?
And a waiter at the Rosarita. There's a woman, too.
A woman?
Yes.
Who was she, Captain?
Some gal that called herself Carla.
You've never seen her before?
No. Why?
Frankly, we suspected your wife.
Now, these enemy agents, Captain. What do they want you to do?
Well, they expect me back at midnight. Mm-hmm. And they want to know the speed of every tanker leaving with the convoy that shoves off at dawn.
They know about that?
Yes, and also they want to know what kind of oil they carry. Well, all we've got to do is just tell them the wrong kind of oil and give them a lot of phony figures.
No. Not phony. You must tell them the truth. All together.
They're not fools, Captain. They have other means of checking up.
Give them what they want. Then we must see they don't make use of it.
That's a long shot now. If we slip,
We are not accustomed to slipping. The cargo is mostly gasoline for your American army. The top speed of the slowest vessel is 8 knots. Tonight, Valdez will go with you. It's our great chance. Their entire gang will probably be there when you get back. You must go there armed. Be prepared, possibly...
Yes, I understand.
Well, you have about 2 hours to kill.
Better circulate. In order to seem to be getting that information from other people. I hope you know we appreciate this, Captain Manson. This grand cooperation.
Now, this is mostly personal with me. It was this bunch of hyenas that sent my ship to the bottom and killed my best friend. And I'm not going to leave this town or set foot on another ship until I put them where they belong.
did you find out?
Well, the cargo is gas motor oil. Here's the speed of every vessel. The San Pedro is the slowest, 8 knots. The convoy will have to keep down to that.
Excellent.
Are you sure your information is correct, Captain?
The figures so far tally with your report.
Oh, a double check, huh?
Information that is not double-checked we regard as useless. That's efficiency, my friend. We're not slovenly here. Chart. Acht Knoten, 4 Stunden, wahrscheinlicher Kurs des U-Boots 32.
We want them all together.
All convoy information is to be wirelessed immediately to Captain Rausch on U-92. Take this to the radio station.
Wait a minute. I don't know what he's told you, but I followed him all evening. He didn't see any convoy officers, and he didn't introduce me to any.
Hey, get him on past, all of you. You too, big boy.
That's it.
Come on, bunch in there. Move in, move in. Don't any of you try to... Take care of them. I've got to stop that message.
Ich bin es, Emil. Lass mich rein, schnell.
Fred. Hello, Bart. I guess you thought I was dead. They rescued me. They picked me up out of the sea. I call it lucky, don't you? Yes, they had me, Bart. They held me prisoner.
And what are you doing with that gun? Put it down, Fred. Put it down.
After you, old-timer.
Luger. German gun. I wouldn't have believed it. You working with this mob.
Oh, it's just one of those things. The fella gets on the spot and...
That's why you wanted to give him the oil.
Now, wait a minute.
And I fell for all that sentimental talk about not going out with a brawl. The truth is, you didn't want me to spoil your plans.
Well, you did spoil them. I was almost killed on account of you. That torpedo wasn't in the bargain.
You sold out your own ship. Sent it to the bottom.
It wasn't my fault, it was yours. If you had any sense, you would have given them the crummy oil. There was only one load. Why should we get killed? For what? I've always done my duty. I don't see why...
Done your duty to what? All you've thought of is yourself.
I couldn't help it. I owed them dough. What could I do? They wouldn't let me quit. They were going to kill me. You don't blame a guy for thinking of his life, do you? Do you, Bart?
What about your own shipmates who went down? You weren't thinking of their lives.
So help me, Bart. I didn't mean anybody to die.
Come on. Get going.
What are you going to do?
I guess even a traitor like you deserves a trial.
No, Bart, no. Why, they'd kill me. You've got to let me go. You're my friend, my best friend. You can't turn me in, Bart.
Go on, get going.
Who is it?
It's me, Bart. Open up, will you? I'd like to come in for a minute. Going away, huh?
That's right.
Well, then you've got things straightened out okay.
Yes, it seems that I am an American citizen after all.
Have one?
The match is on the table. You look like you got yourself straightened out, too.
Oh, yeah. I pick up my new ship next week. Then I'll be off again.
That's fine.
I came here to tell you that I know I was completely wrong about you. I was following the wrong trail.
I see. Who was it?
Fred.
Fred?
Last man in the world I ever would have suspected.
I thought he was lost at sea.
No, he wasn't. He sold out to the Germans. He was killed.
Killed?
Now, we shoved off to a good start, you and me. Sailing along fine. Too bad I had to run us on the reef.
And there's no salvage.
Yeah, a guy like me belongs at sea. I got no business with a wife.
I suppose not.
Well, goodbye, Kathy. Good luck.
Goodbye. Same to you.
Guess I won't be seeing you again.
No, I guess not. Bart?
Yeah?
Could you help me?
What's the matter?
I can't get my bag closed.
Oh, sure.
Yeah? Yeah?
Do you really think that we...
Oh, Bart, you're hopeless. Can't you see? I'm still making a play for you.